Today's high, 28 degrees, turning now to Cold Tracker 13 meteorologist Hannah Ronner. And Hannah, you were on it all week. You were saying it was going to be cold for this holiday weekend, and it has been bone-chillingly cold.
It definitely has. It's kind of unfortunate. I mean, at least we're not dealing with snow. That's the thankful thing. We're just dealing with temperatures that would support snow if there was any moisture around. But as we look ahead to tomorrow, the low temperature for tonight on Christmas morning is 18 degrees in Florence. The high is only going to make it to 38 tomorrow, so it will be, upwards of 10 degrees warmer, and it's going to feel warmer because we're not going to be having any issues with the wind chill. No wind chill advisory in place for tonight, but the last time it was this cold was way back in 1989. So very long time ago. Myrtle Beach has a very similar outlook. Low temperature for tomorrow morning, 20 degrees, warming to 40. Clear skies will be sticking around, but that low on Christmas morning hasn't been seen since 1989. But a very big difference is going to be that it was snowing a whole lot in 1989. Carolina snowstorm began December 22nd, lasted until Christmas Eve, and snowfall totals throughout the area were varying very greatly because west of I-95 there was only a trace in Hartsville and Cheraw along the I-95 corridor, including downtown Florence. They got 3 to 6 inches of snow, but the closer you got to the coast, the higher the snow got. Most of Horry County saw a foot to a foot and a half, and then that little pink area that is really close to Loris and Longs, they saw over 18 inches of snow. But just to stress, we are not looking at snow for tomorrow. Manny?
All right, that's some good news there. Thank you, Hannah. And as the temperatures drop for the night and
real-time radar.
Welcome back. It's 6:17 and Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. Though it was very cold, I'm going to just go ahead and direct your eyes right here to Lumberton. This 16 is tying the record for the overnight low temperature. That is the coldest. So didn't break it, but it was a tie. Florence wasn't anywhere near it. Their record was in the single digits, as was North Myrtle Beach's. So now we do have a different record that actually was broken in Florence today. The greater Florence area made it to 29 degrees, even though Florence Regional Airport only made it to 28. But the previous record was 31 degrees. So this was the coldest high temperature seen on Christmas Eve ever. It broke the record that was from 1989, and for tonight, 18 degrees in Florence. The record is 9, so that record is not in jeopardy. But Lumberton also broke the same record, only making it to a high of 29 degrees. The previous record was 34, and this one was a little bit older, from 1983. For tonight, Lumberton 19 degrees. The record is 7, so not worried about that. But for your headlines, it's going to be another very chilly night. You already saw Florence and Lumberton once again are going to be in the upper teens. But the biggest difference is that it's not going to feel as cold. There is no wind chill advisory in place, and winds are going to be much slower than they were yesterday. So not worried about that too much, and temperatures will make it a little bit higher tomorrow. And like I said, wind chill is not going to be as much of a concern. But as we look at the FUTURECAST, as we go into the overnight hours, still going to have westerly winds in place, but notice no cloud cover is showing up. Very dry air, very clear skies is going to be around. No rain, and that's always a great start. And now we're looking ahead to starting the work week Monday, 8 a.m. Looking great heading out the door. And also we're not going to see any cloud cover throughout the mid-afternoon, but a little bit more cloud cover Monday evening into Tuesday. So low temperatures throughout the rest of the area. 18 for Florence, Marion, 19 in Conway, Cheraw and Laurinburg, 16 and 15 degrees. And we're going to be hanging on to 20 along the immediate coast. These temperatures are still 15 degrees below average for this time of year, and high temperatures for tomorrow making it into the 30s for Florence and also in Lumberton, only in the upper 20s today. So looking at mid to upper 30s for tomorrow, 40 for Conway, Lumberton and the Grand Strand as well. So the wind chill not going to be as much of an issue. It's only going to feel a couple of degrees cooler than what the actual high temperature is. Feel like temperature is going to be close to freezing for most of the PD. 36 is the feel like in Conway for tomorrow, and mid-30s along the immediate coast as well. And for your local trivia question, you should be able to get this if you were paying attention a little bit earlier. Today was the coldest Christmas Eve for parts of our area since the historic Carolina snowstorm of what year? To see the answers, go to our homepage, and it's under the Quick Links tab. And here's the 7-day forecast where the sky conditions are looking great. Mostly sunny skies all the way from tomorrow through the entire work week. And notice the warming trend that's also on the way. The beaches high temperature of 40 tomorrow, mid-40s on Monday, inland 44 on Monday, 48 for Tuesday, the 50s by Wednesday, the 60s by Thursday and Friday, and even making it to 70 on New Year's Eve, but there's going to be a little bit of some stray shower activity around on New Year's Eve. So we're going to continue to watch that. That's still ways in the future, but the warming trend is nice.
So Sellers had been a Syracuse commit. And since
that's
March,
you, right?
Yeah, I know. I know. But, you know, USC came calling and he flipped.
Yeah, I
changed
mean,
his mind.
wouldn't you
Can't
rather
blame
stay
him.
closer to home?
Yeah, I guess to stay close to home, and who wouldn't want to be a Gamecock instead of an Orange these
And
days?
who would want to move to New York when it's freezing?
That's, yeah. That's always the trouble.
But you know, it's cold here too, but it's not going to be as cold tonight as it was last night, because especially the wind is going to be a whole lot calmer, and that's just the positive. Going to try to hang on to 20 at the beaches, upper teens inland, and for tomorrow it is going to feel warmer, and it is going to be warmer as well. 40 at the beaches will be your high, 38 inland, and tomorrow really begins a nice warming trend. We're going to be in the 40s Monday and Tuesday, normal temperatures for Wednesday, and then we're going to end the work week with above average temperatures. So it's going to be a little bit of a roller coaster this week, but it is going to be a cold Christmas. And now the most important thing, right, is to find where Santa is. So we're going to take a look at
that is fancy.
I know, it's got some candy cane coloration going on. So Santa usually starts his journey at the international date line and he heads west. So if we assume he does a time zone per hour, currently he should be somewhere in Greenland area or in the Atlantic. So about 3 hours away, but I think he's a little bit behind schedule and is still delivering presents in Africa. So
it's a tough year this year.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer. I'm sure winter weather is detouring him, but he should be along the East Coast somewhere around 9 o'clock.
Okay, well, hope to see you back here at 11. Have a good night, everybody.